Ladies and gentlemen, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Over the past couple of years, one of the biggest rumors going around the Call of Duty community is Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer. Of course, looking back, we saw Modern Warfare COD 4 Remastered Multiplayer drop alongside Infinite Warfare, and honestly, it did pretty well. It was received very well by the community. It was a really cool game. Like, the adjustments they made to it, I thought were really cool. I liked the way that the game played. It was a nice alternative to the main COD being Infinite Warfare. Then we, of course, got Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, but never any multiplayer remastered. And as I'm sure you know, if you've been around the COD community for a bit, Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is probably the most iconic Call of Duty experience ever. So having that multiplayer remastered has been one of the most highly requested things amongst the COD community. And while we don't have anything official for MW2 Remastered Multiplayer yet, what we do have is a little game by the name of SM Squared, or SM2. And this is basically Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered with a twist, and that twist makes it probably one of the coolest Call of Duty experiences there could possibly be. So today, I wanted to take a break from focusing on the mainstream COD stuff to take a look at this and talk about what this actually is, because if it ends up coming to fruition, it is a very, very cool thing. We're talking Modern Warfare 2 plus some of the most iconic things in Call of Duty ever combined into one game, and some new, unique, fresh things as well. It's a really cool experience. If you enjoyed the video as we cover all this, let me know by dropping a like on it. Really do appreciate it. And of course, if you're new to the channel or if you have not already subscribed, feel free to do so. That way you can always guarantee you're up to date with everything going on in COD. But what exactly is SM Squared? If you're not familiar with this, this is basically a community mod specifically for PC. Unfortunately, this would never be something that would actually work on console, but this is a community mod based off the original MW2 game and MW2 engine. However, it's got upgraded features, it's got new weapons, new perks, new streaks. Basically, this is like the ultimate COD game. Think sort of Call of Duty Mobile, except it's not a game for phones, it's instead for PC, and it's based off of MW2. It's that, but everything is times 10 and way cooler. So what you guys are seeing in the background here and what you'll see throughout the entire video is actual gameplay footage of some of the earlier builds of this. And you'll see some maps that I'm sure you recognize, some weapons that I'm sure you recognize, but it's also got this fresh feeling because there is so much more stacked on top of what MW2 actually was. So I want to run through the list of basically what this game will have included in it. So first things first, the weaponry. My goodness, if you thought the weapon arsenal in Warzone was something crazy, in SM Squared, it is even crazier. We're talking 100 plus weapons on release. And I want to go through a few of these to sort of, build that idea of how expansive this game is. We'll see things like the AK-47 from Modern Warfare Remastered. We'll see the AUG from MW2 Campaign Remastered, the BAL-27 from Advanced Warfare, the Commando from Black Ops, the FAMAS from Black Ops, the Honey Badger from Ghost, the Maddox from Black Ops 4. We have weapons like the FAL from Modern Warfare 2, the MSBS from Ghost, the AK-74U from Black Ops 3, the Kuda from BO3, the MP40 from World War II, the Vector from MW2 Campaign Remastered. We've got LMGs like the Amelie from Ghosts. We've got the Drakon from Black Ops 3, or the Drakon from Black Ops 3, however you pronounce it. The Barrett 50 cal from MW Remastered, the DSR 50 from Black Ops 2, the Icon itself, the Intervention from, of course, Modern Warfare 2. It's just such an expansive universe of weapons. We got the Desert Eagle from COD Online, the M1 Irons from Advanced Warfare, all sorts of weapons from all sorts of COD games, making up this larger arsenal, which is such a unique way to play Call of Duty because it's your favorites of all games combined into one singular title. So the weapon arsenal, absolutely awesome. On top of that, there's also going to be the Modern Warfare 3 point streak system that basically includes assault streaks, support streaks, and specialist streaks, with the addition of new streaks added into the mix to, spice things up a little bit. So I actually really like that. I think MW3's streak system was pretty solid. It promoted playing the objective, but also getting kills. And you could use all sorts of different streaks with the assault, with the specialist, with support in there as well. That was really, really cool. There's going to be a server list option for, browsing and matchmaking. That'll be nice and easy. Pretty basic for, like a PC COD title and whatnot. There's also going to be an in-game currency that you can actually spend in the in-game store to get new blueprints, characters, calling cards, all sorts of stuff like that. We'll talk more on this a bit later on into the video because that's actually a very, very important part of the overall success of SM2 or SM squared actually coming to fruition. There's also going to be a standalone progression system, so you can go through and rank up like you would in any COD game. You can prestige, reset, go again. There will actually be a grind factor to this. What I really like, there's going to be a ping system. Now keep in mind this is multiplayer, but a ping system just like what we have in Warzone, so you can ping enemy locations, places you're trying to call out, so on and so forth. Really innovative thing there that I wish we had in Call of Duty multiplayer right now. There's also going to be obviously keyboard and mouse support, but controller support with aim assist, which is a pretty big deal for a PC Call of Duty mod. It's going to be based off the IW4 engine, so you've got that sort of MW2 feel. And while it obviously is not the most up-to-date engine in Call of Duty, what this does mean is that this game is going to be very easy to run regardless of the specs on your PC. So if you have a high-end PC, game's going to run just fine. If you have a, mid-tier PC, it'll also run just fine. And even if you have a lower-end PC, you'll still be able to run this game smoothly, which you absolutely love to see. On top of that, there's going to be a weapon inspect feature. An anti-cheat will in fact be included in this. They haven't really disclosed anything about that because they don't want it to be reverse engineered or anything like that. But yes, there is in fact going to be an anti-cheat. And on top of that, we'll see things like custom camos, emblems, calling cards, cosmetic variants. So think like advanced warfare weapon blueprints, or even some of the blueprints that we have in COD now through the store, but they're just cosmetic, but very cool looking and enhance the look of your weapons. Custom player models and reticles all available that you can unlock either through in-game challenges or through the in-game store, which, as I mentioned earlier, is going to be a place where you can actually spend your in-game currency. Think COD points from Black Ops 1 in a sense, just not directly called that. Now, the big thing before we get any further, I do want to talk a little bit more about the weapons and whatnot here in a bit, but the big thing here is the fact that initially when I heard this was a whole project, I got really excited, but then it's also, I got that thought in the back of my head, well, what if Activision tries to go in and shut this down? Because they've done that many times before with similar projects where people try to, basically mod a Call of Duty game and make this ultimate Call of Duty and then sell it and whatnot. The thing is here though, it doesn't look like they're trying to make a huge profit off of this. Like they're not trying to sell things in the in-game store. It's in-game currency based, which is a sort of safe way to play it. And I'm hoping that because it's not a, a monetary end goal here, it's more of just a, community endeavor, that it keeps it safe for that reason. Because man, this is such a cool project and I hope it all gets to follow through the way that they want it and you don't run into any legal issues. But yeah, that is something I wanted to point out there because it's a pretty big thing when it comes down to it. But anyways, focusing back on the weapons, the last main part I want to talk about here, as far as your in-game setups, all weapons are going to have 2 attachment slots and then a camo slot. You can basically go through, level up your weapon all the way to rank 10, get some attachments unlocked, and you can use those in game. So it's not going to be super complex like the whole gunsmiths that we have in Call of Duty now. Then also for the camos here, I especially like this. If you go in and complete all the camo challenges for a weapon and then you reach level 10, you end up getting gold camo for that weapon. And if you do that for every weapon in a class, you get chrome camo. Now they haven't gone further and expanded on that of if there will be this end goal, end game camo like Dark Ether or Dark Matter or Damascus or Atomic or anything like that, but there is going to be actual in-game grinds, unique in-game grinds for SM2, SM squared, which I think is really cool as well. This really is the ultimate Call of Duty. We've got the basis of MW2, which in my opinion is the best COD game, and it's sort of known as being the most iconic COD title we've ever seen yet. But then you have all these additional features, really well-received features from other Call of Duty games, with the streak system from MW3, with, independent FOV, the 3D sniper scopes where it's not just like the black screen around the scope itself. It's innovative, but it's still familiar. So you got that nice sort of combination of nostalgia, but also fresh gameplay. I cannot wait for this to, develop further and actually be able to eventually get hands-on with this, because on paper, based off the footage that they've shared so far in their Discord and whatnot and on their site, this looks like such a cool project. And I wanted to share it because this is something we've talked about on the channel before, with that sort of collaborative COD game that features aspects from various titles, because it's just a really cool idea. If you guys want to look into this more, by all means, feel free to do so. I'll leave a link to the site down in the description below. But that said, that's pretty much going to wrap things up for today. This is Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered with a twist, because it's not actually Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer, but it kind of is. and it's awesome. So take that for what it's worth. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new to the channel or if you have not subscribed yet, every day I got you covered with all things going on in COD, news, updates, loadouts, tips. You'll find it all right here. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code WhosImmortal for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products, and the links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.